Hello Darcy. Hello everyone, welcome to Toby Everyday. This is New Beginning, start of season 2, if you will. Basically what's going to happen here is I have to talk a bit quietly because I've got neighbours, but when we get out on the road I'll be a bit more loud and boisterous. So yeah, New Beginnings, it's the 1st of August 2020. And there's a new place I found that I want to explore. I say that it's somewhere I found, it's actually somewhere I've dropped subtle hints at about exploring in the past, but today I'm feeling adventurous, so we're going to go and try and find that place. The gimbal is a little bit out of sorts. I did try to calibrate it before I left, so yeah, if the camera seems obscure or you'd like me to stop and point it at anything, let me know. But yeah, welcome to the show. This is Toby Everyday, and every day I will be taking you guys for a walk, with the end goal being that in 2022 I will be climbing Mount Fuji while live streaming. How about that? So yeah, as you may have known from the title of this video, I have new hair and new haircut. Just flip the camera around so you can see that. There we go. So yeah, shaved my hair, and for the first time ever I attempted to colour my beard. It's kind of looking a bit grey still. It was very grey, in fact it was very white in some places. So yeah, this is the new look, if you will, for what I'll be sporting for the foreseeable future. We've got 0 viewers at the moment, that's no problem. I don't expect to have any, but when I do get some, it's always nice. So if you're a new viewer, if you're new to the show, please hit the follow button. If you're watching me on YouTube, please subscribe and like and all that social media stuff. Really appreciate it. But yeah, this is a journey of basically me trying to get myself in shape, trying to lose weight, get into a better physical condition, and pretty much just explore the world around me. At the moment we're deep in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic. As I said, this is the 1st of August 2020, so this could be a bit of, I don't know, slice of life, if you will, like a little bit of a documentary even of the way the world is now, and the way the world will be at the moment. It's anyone's guess. No one knows quite what's going to be happening in regards to how human society is going to move on from this, if indeed it will, if we're just going to adapt and then it's going to be part of our lives. But yeah, one thing is for sure, the Toby Everyday project will be going on, and it will be consistent. So let's flip the camera back around, because now we get to the nice houses as we enter the I don't want to end the stream, I want to flip the camera around. That's that one, there we go. So yeah, this is the village of Shalston. This is where I live. We'll be heading out of the village. We're not going to go down to the old barn today. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to walk up to the crossroads, and then when we get to the crossroads we're going to go left, which many regular viewers will remember is towards a tiny little village called Cyresham. But before we get to Cyresham, I noticed earlier today that there's a footpath that goes into the trees, so we're going to go off the beaten path and go down a really dirty wooded path and see what's in the forest. I've just realised, to my horror, that I've left my flashlight. Local time is coming up to 8 PM and the sky is looking kind of nice, but the weather is not perfect. Earlier it was obscenely hot. Yesterday it was ridiculous, one of the hottest days on record. So yeah, we're gonna hopefully avoid any kind of rain. It does look like we may get some rain at some point, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, this is the the sleepy village of Charleston. Also, it's a kind of this episode represents what will basically become episode 1 of season 2. So season 1 of this show has basically been all prior live streams. I'll just flip the camera back on there. You have a viewer, whoever you are, welcome to Toby Everyday. This is a walk around the British countryside as I attempt to get myself healthy. As you can see, I'm a bit tubby, so the ultimate goal here is to climb Mount Fuji in the year 2022. Sorry. So I've got 2 years to basically get myself in shape. So yeah, as I was saying, this is the beginning of what I'm calling season 2. Season 1 was previous live streams where I was kind of getting used to using the gimbal, streaming with Twitch on my phone, so I've never been into Twitch before, all that good stuff. Let's flip the camera around because it's something a bit more interesting to see. Yeah, it's basically been me trying to figure out what I'm doing with this show and what it will become, and now I've got a pretty good idea. So I'm just going to start and get this ball rolling. Coming up here on the left will be the field with the public footpath sign, and I believe, if my nose for direction is correct, that is where we'll be ending the broadcast today, by returning onto the road here. That's assuming that this trail that I found earlier is actually going to go where I think it's going to go. Long-time viewers may remember the dreaded 5G mast. We don't know it's 5G, everyone just thinks there's a conspiracy that it's 5G. So here's the public footpath. So I'm hoping that we're going to end up ending our broadcast by coming out here. But way over there somewhere, we'll see in a bit, is the cell phone mast. And that's the one that everyone thinks is a 5G conspiracy tower. So who knows? Maybe we'll find aliens, maybe we'll find government agents. We really don't know. The sheep are not out in the field today. Not sure where those guys are. Oh gosh. I'm trying to keep the conversation going, but all this physical exercise, I'm kind of still getting used to it. So, there's the sheep. They're in this field over here at the back. I don't know how well that's showing up, but let's march on. I'm wearing shorts today, which are pretty thin. They're actually my swimming shorts, and just a t-shirt. So, like I said, with the sky looking relatively okay, but kind of starting to get grey and cloudy, we may get a bit of rain, in which case I'm dressed woefully inappropriately, but we'll see. So yeah, I've got one viewer right now. If you want to chat, please jump in the chat, my one viewer. I appreciate you tuning in, whether it's to say hello or tell me that you made a mistake and you're never coming back again. Tell me whatever you want to talk about. This is kind of like a podcast, really, where I'm always happy to interview people who are viewing. Normally, I said I was going to prepare a topic every episode to discuss. I almost did video games again, because that video game broadcast was, as I said on the previous broadcast 2 days ago, that was the one that got shut down because there was a DDoS attack on Twitch during that broadcast, so no one got to see it, and it was a very strong episode. So, but I will save video games for another time. I'm just going to stop for a second. So there's the hill. This is why I'm so out of breath right now. Yeah, we're gonna keep on going forward. Something interesting I've discovered about the show. The other day I was trying to find my channel on YouTube, Toby Everyday, and I just put into YouTube Toby Everyday, and I showed up in a compilation video of Twitch live stream fails. I couldn't believe it. I felt like I'd won the lottery, to tell the truth. I love watching fail videos. I love watching live stream fails as well. So seeing myself appear in one of those, I was a mixture of honoured, confused, and absolutely just grateful that someone had seen something I'd made. You know, whether it's good or bad in their eyes, that's in their opinion. They're entitled to it. Doesn't mean it's right or wrong. Doesn't mean what I think is right or wrong either. But someone saw fit to include the if you're on my Twitch profile and you go to highlights and then sort by all time, there is exactly one highlight video, and it's from a viewer. I believe he was from I want to say South America, but it could have been South Africa, I'm not sure. This is the first of our traditional spots to break, so you guys get a little bit of a nice view while I catch my breath after walking up that hill. So here's some scenery for you while I ramble. So yeah, if you look at my highlights, there is an explanation of the lightning tree, which we will pass momentarily. It's a tree that was struck by lightning, and basically it was hollowed out, but yet it continues to grow. It's kind of like a zombie tree. Let's move on. Yeah, while I'm trying to explain what it is, you hear on the video me say, "This is the lightning tree, so called because," and then just at that moment a huge gust of wind comes and you can't hear anything that I'm saying. So that is exactly why that video belongs on a live stream fail. I thought it was absolutely hysterical, and I even left a comment on the video. I said, "Hey, thanks for including my clip, hope you enjoyed it." Note to self, filming with a cell phone alone in windy conditions is not the greatest idea. So yeah, I am looking into options, for example getting a lavalier mic with a windsock, something that can basically protect the onboard microphone, so it's not going to blow out your ears with hideous wind. I don't know how this is sounding right now. It could be really bad because it's quite breezy at the moment, but it's a gentle breeze compared to the that fail video. But yeah, it's it's going to be a while before I can get some tech to improve the audio quality of these live streams, because as some people know, I lost my job at the beginning of July, so all my money has immediately been diverted to things like bills and rent and food and surviving. So I did have a bit of good news though. On Friday evening I was getting ready for the live stream that I did last time, 2 days ago. Oh no, that would have been Thursday, I apologise. So yeah, I didn't do stream out last night as promised, but Thursday I did the stream. Friday I was sitting at home and I received an email from so I'm an independent contractor and I have an agent who basically it's his responsibility to find work for me. If he finds work for me, he gets paid, I get paid, he gets to skim a little bit off the top, everyone's happy. What happened this time was an agent from the same company but not my agent emailed me and said, "Hey, we have this position, they need people, are you interested?" looking at a future that is just leading to financial ruin right now, I said, of course, I'll take it. And I've not heard anything since, but that conversation does represent to me that my agent is thinking, we've got to get this guy working. Let's just kind of share him with other agents. I don't care about my commission, I just want this guy to work. So yeah, fingers crossed I'll hear back. Down this dirt trail here is a barn. We're not going to go to the barn today, but we have explored it a couple of times on past live streams. And there's lots of fields over there as well. But over here, this is our mission. This whole wooded area here. You can just see at the top, I'm going to stop here so you can see it, right here under my fingertip. That there is the mast. I'm not going to say that we're going to walk up to the mast, but we are going to try and find it. There's a hole in the hedgerow that you can see the wheat or the barley, whatever that is, that's growing in the fields here. Look at this sky. The phone I have is a Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus. The camera on it tends to enhance the colours slightly, so what you're seeing on the screen may appear to be these rich blues, pinks and yellows, but it's actually not nearly as vibrant as it appears. But it does look pretty for you guys, which is kind of cool. I appreciate that you guys get to see something really nice. But coming up right here, this is the lightning tree, and I think that the colouring and the light, you may actually get a good view of it today. Let's just have a little look around at the scenery again. This is gorgeous scenery. I'm very fortunate to live in this area. Who knows where I'll live in the future. My goal is to live in Japan. That would be the dream. But until I get there, I have no idea where I'll end up, and that's the beauty of life, you know. Speaking of the beauty of life, in fact, we'll talk about that in a minute. I'll just show you guys the lightning tree as we approach. I always like this thing. It looks like the tree that's out the kid's bedroom window in the first Poltergeist movie. Excuse me. Oh, sneeze is very unprofessional on there. But yeah, here you can see where the lightning basically cracked this thing open. And again, it's very windy, so this may end up on another video, but yeah, still alive and kicking as we walk on. But yeah, there you go, folks, the lightning tree. Reset the gimbal slightly, there we go. So yeah, what I was saying about the gift of life, or the adventure of life, the joy of life. I was told or asked to keep this one quiet until they announced it. I think they're going to announce it properly tomorrow, but they have sent out 2 tweets already saying that it's a recording day tomorrow. But this week I am very, very proud to say that I will be a guest on the Baby Metal podcast. Paul, Kevin, Garrett, Callie and Birdchan, they invited me on to talk about a subject that a lot of people are affected by, particularly in the baby metal community, and that is how music has the power to pull people out of depression and a negative headspace and can turn things around for them. I was talking about this in some very brief way. I'm going to flip the camera onto myself for a bit just to give you guys a change of scenery. I was talking about this in their chat room on Discord maybe 2-3 months ago, and Kevin messaged me and he said, hey, you say some really interesting stuff and you have a really interesting story to tell. We know you're articulate, we know that you can podcast and basically just talk and generate content, so would you be comfortable sharing your story with us. We want to come at it with the angle of, mental health and how baby metal can be a part of that for people's journeys through life. I said, hey man, I would be absolutely honoured. I'm a huge fan both of baby metal and of the podcast. So this is an honour. Like, of course I'll do it. So for the last couple of weeks, I was asked to supply them with a couple of notes about my life story and how baby metal has been a big factor of that. And basically they received War and Peace. It was basically a novella telling almost my entire life story in a very heavily truncated and abbreviated form, but basically it goes from my youth to teen years, living abroad for 12 years, being homeless, and basically being a shell of a person and then building yourself back up to, I don't want to call myself a self-made man because, hey, I'm unemployed, I've got no money, what can you do? But I've had a crazy life, and it's going to be fun to share that with people, and I hope that people listening to the show, they'll be able to take something away from it, whether that be inspiration or positivity, maybe motivation, even if I just make someone laugh, that would be great to me. And as I say, I'm truly honoured and blessed to be asked to appear on that show, so I really can't wait to do that. So that will be, if you go to the Baby Metal podcast website, there is a live countdown clock on there that works via wherever your location is. So it'll tell you exactly what time to tune in on Discord and join in the live chat room. And yeah, it'll be recorded live. You get to hear it all raw and uncut. And then Paul or Kevin or Garrett, I'm not sure which one, will edit the podcast, and it'll probably be out a couple of weeks later. So if you don't make it for the live show, please check out the episode when it comes out in a few weeks. I hope you enjoy it. But yeah, that's my little plug for tomorrow's activities. I may talk about it on a live stream afterwards, I'm not sure. Let's flip the camera around so you just see the crossroads that we're approaching. Right, so yeah, we're coming up to the crossroads, and normally this is where I stop to take a drink, and today will be no different. I will stop and take a drink here, but instead of turning around and going back home, we're going to follow the road and enter the forest over here. So new uncharted territory here for Toby Everyday on Twitch. I hope you enjoy the show. I've still got one viewer, so I'm relying on this person that if anything happens, I'm attacked by a bear or, I don't know, some kind of irate Eskimo, please send help. If they strip me naked, don't tell my mother. But yeah, you know what to do. So, coming up to the crossroads, we'll look at the crooked sign again. I can tell you where we're going. So, here we go. So, towards Biddlesden is our ultimate destination. Shellstone is where we've just walked from. Stowe House is down this road here. And then Wood Green is the name of the farm, which is down there. But this is everyone's favourite spot. This is where we watch the sunset while I take a drink. So I'm going to set the camera up, pop you down on the floor, and I'm just going to quickly take a drink. So yeah, you can't really see me on the screen. I'll go stand over there so you can see where I'm at. So yeah, there we go. There's water. You can see my funky shorts there. since I started this walking stuff, I've really developed a new appreciation for fresh water. It's so refreshing. Right. There we go, I am refreshed. So let's put the water back. And then let's pick you guys up. And let's go to new unexplored lands. So yeah, normally we go that way to go home, but today we're going this way towards the setting sun. There is a car coming behind me, I believe. Yep, there it is. So hopefully I'm going to flip the camera around so you guys get a good look. Hopefully, whoa, there's birds in there or something. Oh, he's turning, I think. Yep, he is. So yeah, we're going to see what's in this forest. Go and investigate the radio mast if we can. I don't know how close we can get. I don't even know how safe it is. I mean, they wouldn't put a telephone mast on a public footpath, I don't think. At least not if it was dangerous. So let's have a look. Right, let's turn the camera around. You guys can see the new part of road that we're exploring. Right, things should quieten down on the mic as well, because once we get into these trees there'll be less of a breeze to ruffle on the microphone. But here it is, folks. Here is the new place for us to explore. I am legitimately excited for this. I don't know what we're going to see. I don't know what we're going to find, what we'll discover. But this is Toby every day, and every day is a little bit of an adventure. So, as you can see, there's no one around. Let's go. Okay. Sorry about the camera angle there. I had to dodge around some thorns. As I was saying on the broadcast the other day, I recently started watching The Walking Dead again. So seeing all these trees and woods is basically 90% of the show. So if we see a zombie staggering out of these woods, hopefully Daryl or Michonne will appear and save us. I can hear a car going by, so that's good. It's still within earshot. I legitimately do not know where I'm going. Oh gosh, I'm getting lots of bugs and stuff are flying into my face. That's no fun. I really appreciate the one viewer I have right now. I don't know who they are, but having some company to explore for the first time is really fun, for me at least. I hope it is for you as well. You're still watching somehow, so hopefully you're enjoying the experience. Let's just stop and listen to nature for a minute. Of course, at that moment, all the birds decided to stop talking. Ooh. This ground is kind of uneven. It's got lots of horse, what do they call it, hooves. Hoof prints have kind of churned the mud up a little bit, and then it's dried. No doubt in the summer sun. Okay, we're entering what appears to be some kind of a clearing. Where we are, I do not know. What does this say? the Bellardian Way, an architectural trail, circular walk, bridleway. So I'm guessing that this is an official trail somehow. So we come out into this clearing. I guess we're going to follow our nose and take this trail. Let's see what we can find. Ground is trying to decide what we. It's a little bit uneven, so I think this. It looks like there's a very faint sort of pathway here. We're going to follow this, but in theory, the road that we walked up to get here is all the way going parallel here. So I think if we keep going this way and then make our way to the left towards the end, we should end up near the place where I said at the beginning of the stream, where I think we'll come out again. But we never know. I may get lost. I may have to end the Twitch stream short as well, because basically this is my only phone. I don't have a backup phone with me or any other way to raise help if I roll my ankle and I can't walk. My mum's pushing 64 or 63, I'm not sure, so she's unlikely to come out into these woods and try and find me. So yeah, she does like true crime shows. Oh, there's a trail through here. What do you think? We know that going this way is going to kind of get us home, but this way looks like an adventure. Let's go this way. Even if it's only for just 90 seconds, just to see what we can find. Ooh. This is certainly a well better worn trail than the one that we were going through in that field. Oh dear, stinging nettles, and I'm wearing shorts. Not a good idea. Where will we go? Where will we end up? I just realised as well, I'm out in the middle of the countryside. I hope they don't have ticks and I get Lyme disease or something. I don't even know what that is. I just know it's a thing. Okay, here we are right now. The vegetation is cleared from the path for the most part, so it's a little easier to navigate now. I'm not worried about insects clinging onto branches and then attaching themselves to me. This is crazy. I've never been here before. There's another trail through there. There's little trails everywhere actually. I hope that the light is sufficient for you guys to see where we're going. There's two breaks in the trees up ahead that are glowing in the evening light. They look like eyes, glowing eyes. I wonder if we'll run into some kind of Blair Witch or something hideous. Okay, I really need to stop looking at the camera and start looking at where my feet are, because I'm tripping over branches. Okay. Impressive looking tree. Back there is the way we came. I'm just wondering, if we go this way, we'll be walking parallel to the trail over there. So let's walk down this way a bit, see what we can see. I should point out, I am not a woodsman, I'm not a tracker. I'm not really one for being out in the wilderness, to be perfectly honest with you. But, oh look, red berries. But yeah, this is certainly interesting for me. I'm gonna have to duck because this is that's a really low beam. Wow, that's a very well. These are really well coppiced trees, so these must be. So what I don't know about woodland could just about fill the internet. But I do know that these kinds of trees, when they're all grown out like that, is where people have kind of taken the branches for things like weaving and stuff, and then new limbs of the tree will grow out of them. There's lots of hooks and hollows, as they call them. Look at this moss covered branch here. I don't know if I can get that in focus. So there we go. Hey, we have a second viewer. Thanks for joining as we explore this forest that I've never been into before. It is getting more perilous the further we walk into this place. I'm not going to lie, I am slightly concerned about my safety. Wow, look at this. The way the branches are arched over like a bridge. I'm going to have to duck to go into this as well. Oh. See, I have a really bad back, so ducking is really not my forte. Let's press on a little bit further. We can always turn around and go back. That's not a problem. In terms of my physical conditioning, this may have been not the best time to come and view. I should have worn an ankle bracelet or something. Right, it seems my second viewer has left, which is no problem. I think I just disturbed some pigeons there or something. Yeah, people, I don't know how people were finding out about this channel, but it does seem that people like to go to certain genres of Twitch streams and then just search by the lowest viewer count and then just drop in and see what's going on. And I really, I find that fascinating. I'm really grateful that people sort of taking the time out to see my stuff. All right, we're going to go on a little bit further around these trees just to see if we can get into the field, because it's looking, it's looking very dense. Okay, my ankle is, whoa, what's that? Do you guys see that? What is it? Looks like it might be an old car or something. Wonder what that is. Wow. It's definitely something old and something that has been dragged out here for reasons unknown. Maybe someone tried to make a secret base. I wonder what all these little tubes are that are lying around the floor as well. This is crazy. What is this? If you see over here, this is kind of like a shape to it. It's kind of smooth on the side and then it comes out and goes around. So I'm wondering if that might be like a hood of a vehicle or the bottom of a boat maybe. This definitely is a hinged door. It looks like a car just got left here. I don't know if I can get in there to look at it from another angle. Let's see if we can duck a little bit more. Oh yeah, there's a car door right there. This is crazy. What is this? Well, I hope my one viewer is enjoying this, because this truly is a moment of discovery. There's the golden sun, which is behind me right now and dipping below the horizon. This looks like, yes, I think we may have an exit through here as well. But first, yeah, there's an engine. Look at this. It's crazy. I wonder what this was, like a Morris Minor or something. That is definitely the hood of a car, no doubt about it. And there's the motor and the engine block. Look at that. I hope this is still broadcasting. I can't wait to watch this footage back. This is amazing. Look at it. Some old-timey car just left to fate itself. The winds of time. How did it get in here? Like, there's no... That car, I mean, it's a van. It's a van, clearly. You've got the side panel. Here's the rear wheel arch. Like, this... Maybe it fell out of the sky somehow? There's no real way for it to have gotten in here unless trees grew up around it. And then, in which case, how long has this thing been here? We're definitely going to have to come back on a future episode. Maybe when I get a guest to come walk with me, because this is an incredible find. I think this is probably the highlight of Toby Everyday so far. I'm sure that people are watching thinking, you know, come on, get a move on, leave the forest, we're done looking at this old car. But this is some pretty crazy stuff. Right, let's turn around and we're going to try and make our way out of here. So let's go. Ooh. Oh my god, this is really low. Ow. Oh. Just snagged my bag on the way out. Alright, okay. Well, here we are. We made it out of the forest, everyone. And we have a nice look at the scenery around us as well. I've never been here. This is a true adventure for the first episode of the new season of this show. This is right up there with the very first episode where I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't even have a gimbal for my camera. This must be where farmers come and burn their off cuttings and stuff. Whoa, was that a dead bird? No, it's a log. I thought that was a dead bird. Yeah, someone's definitely dragged a hay bale out and set fire to it. Let's do a little 360 here. The air is so peaceful and quiet here compared to just being out on that road. Walking here, the wind was pretty, I wouldn't say it was strong, but you could definitely hear it, but it feels like the wind has really calmed down now. So yeah, there we go. Well, we've definitely had a... Whoa, what's this? Is that a tree house or like a lifeguard post or something? This grass is really long, by the way. It's I can feel it whipping up against my feet. What is that? I love stuff like this rural. I watch a lot of like horror movies. Those of you who follow me on social media know that I have a history of actual horror film making. So things like this, like that to me could be, you know, somewhere where they'd tie someone up and sacrifice them and then burn the body or something to the tree god. I don't know, I'm just making up backstories, elaborate backstories for things that are completely harmless and not creepy whatsoever. So yeah, here I am. I'm going to angle the camera better. So yeah, thank you for joining the show. This has been really quite an incredible journey. Whoops, sorry, I'm trying to adjust the camera so it's there, more on me while I do the old follow through. Yeah, I'm trying to ascertain what this is, so if you know what this might be, let me know. Answer in the comments below. If you know what this thing could be, tell me. I'd be really curious to know what you think. So yeah, but we're going to go home, or start heading home. So I don't know how long I've been out for, but this has been quite a journey. So it's definitely time to start making our way back, because my physical condition is not the greatest still. I'm still a baby, effectively, when it comes to my general fitness. We're at the bottom of this cornfield. Right, so let's do a quick rundown of all the locations. So in previous live streams we discovered the Texas Chainsaw Massacre barn with all the old dilapidated farm vehicles and machinery and things. We have the crossroads, and now we have the haunted forest with the mystery car. I wonder what car that was. It was a van. Maybe it's from like World War II or something. There is somewhere over here, I know that there is an airfield, like a small single engine airfield, like a landing zone. So maybe it's something to do with that. Maybe in the war there was a little supply area there, and maybe that vehicle just got abandoned. It broke down on the way making a supply run. I have no answers. Regular viewers will know this, so I just like making up these backstories. Right, I'm going to walk into this kind of yellowish trail here because it seems to be more level than on this lush green that I was just walking on. It was a bit higgledy-piggledy and I was falling all over the place. There's the mast. We never did make it to the mast, but we know where the mast lives, so we can come back here for a future episode to attempt to find a way to that mast. You can see the sun setting behind. Wow, look at that sunset. That is absolutely gorgeous. Because I don't get a lot of phone signal out here, I really hope that this is looking nice for you. Just the colours and the shapes of the clouds and everything. Right, let's continue to mosey. At the end of the live feed, the last stream a couple of days ago, we went and poked around the area where I live, the sheep housing and stuff, and then the paddocks where the tractor lives and stuff. So I'm not going to do that today, but apparently beyond where we visited there's a big watercress patch, like someone made basically a small lake and decided to grow watercress and wild garlic down there. So we'll go check that out, possibly tomorrow. It's a weekend, so we could do a slightly longer journey. I can't believe we came out here. This has been a really great day. I've really enjoyed this walk, and that sky is something else. So let's flip the camera around and make a nice thumbnail for YouTube. There we go. Ta-da! Look at it. Look at it. It's beautiful. Oh, very lucky to live in this area. I'm a city boy. I was born and raised in Milton Keynes. Spent 12 years living in Amsterdam and Budapest. So yeah, I'm very much used to being surrounded by high rises and architecture and things. So just seeing all this nature and being able to roam around it without a care in the world is really quite something for me. I was super paranoid when I first started doing the show about walking around here, because I believe it's legal still in this country for farmers to shoot people if they are on their land. But hey, there were signs saying public footpath, and I believe I'm public, so I'm going to use that footpath. It's my right, damn it. I wonder if this here. So long-time viewers, there's we were filming a while back, and suddenly this strip appeared in the field, and we couldn't figure out what it was because it was quite some distance away. But I'm wondering if that might be the beginning of that strip. I'll have to keep that in mind and look out for it tomorrow. Well, that is assuming I come this way tomorrow. as I said, I have that Baby Metal podcast to record. I've got to do my kanji lessons for the day. I've still got to do my kanji when I get home as well. I try not to do kanji after I get home, because as soon as I get in, I'm quite, not exhausted, but I just want to mellow out and maybe play a bit of Slay the Spire, or watch a little bit of Walking Dead on Amazon. And yeah, the last thing I want to do is put my head in a book. But then around 10 o'clock, my brain starts to wake up. So I'm at my most productive between the hours of 10 p.m. and about 3 a.m. And I sleep, I get up around 8, repeat the process. This beautiful vanilla sky. It's gorgeous. I really should try and download, once I've finished the Twitch broadcasts, they go into the Twitch archive where they stay for a few days, and I have to log into the Twitch desktop website, and then export it to YouTube so that I can watch it back. So what I should do is start downloading the MP4 or whatever format the video is saved to in YouTube, and start editing like maybe a highlight reel or something. Okay, so I believe that if we walk up here, when I stopped to show you guys around on my first break at the top of that hill, I think that's where that's going to end up. But what we want to do is end up in the trees over here where that public footpath is that we looked at earlier. I don't believe walking into this field is the way to go, but it does look like the trail, for lack of a better term, goes this way. So I think we're gonna follow this behind these hedges, and I'm assuming we're going to end up somewhere over here and then walk through to our goal, which is over there. Let's go. I just learned how to say let's go in Japanese today, actually, in my vocabulary lesson. I think it's itekimasu or something. Itekimasu. I will check. And I need to start researching stuff, because I did say that when the weather is bad or if I injure myself or something, basically if I'm housebound, I might start using this channel to do free Japanese lessons. Very, very basic Japanese, but Japanese lessons nevertheless. Gosh, this sky is just phenomenal. I think this has been the best sky we've ever seen on the show, and the fact that it happened while exploring a new area, and with that flavour, that the unexpected freshness there was, that junked up, ruined old car mysteriously abandoned in the woods. This has definitely been the best episode yet. I'm so glad that this is the first episode of season 2. I just hope, beyond hope, that there isn't another DDoS attack on Twitch today, so that this is going to get deleted, because I really want to watch this back and grab some highlights, the scenery, I don't know, maybe there was some parts of the commentary that was entertaining. What's happened here? Looks like they're trying to dig irrigation of some kind. There's a big hole. I don't know who owns this farmland. Probably should look into, maybe I could do an interview with them or something, or ask them for some local history. I love stuff like this where you see, where you see old fences and things. All higgledy-piggledy, all akimbo and askew. So I guess this is the wheat. think I'm definitely going to be saving this as episode 1, the best episode ever. It's kind of a pun because technically it's the only episode ever, at least for season 2. But it's also a truth. This has been a rather spectacular episode. Look at the sky, you guys. I can't believe this. Absolutely stunning. The gods of fate must have been smiling on us today, everyone. Right, see a foreboding dark area up ahead. Just checking that tree for ninjas and drop bears. Yeah, I think we're going to end up going in there, seeing where that takes us. Oh, there's a fallen tree over there in that field. That field looks very, I don't know, unkempt. Like it's not been used, or if it has been used, Lord knows what it's been used for. So I don't know if I should go in there, but maybe I'll look it up on Google Maps. Maybe I can find something that will explain what's going on in this area, because I'd like to know a little bit more about the local history. I've talked on the show before about the village I live in, how the old man who lives in the manor house, which we always get to see at the end of the video because that's the end point of the live stream, how the whole village has basically been in his family for 400 years. I live in a conversion of his stable house, which is a building itself which is 200 years old. So over there on the horizon, I don't know how you can see it, but right at the top of my fingertip, that is the house, the first house that we pass as we re-enter Shalstone. I'm wondering if this is the trail I should be going down, but I don't want to go down there because shorts and it looks full of things that are going to touch me. So let's keep going up here. It would be the worst, honestly, if I had to turn around and walk all the way back through the forest and come back to the crossroads. That would take forever. Okay, this could be the river. So do I go up here? See, this is a hill that I don't know, not quite sure where I am. Should we go? Let's have a look if we can go this way. Oh, I hear a helicopter, I think. I don't see it though. Right. Okay, this is going to suck if I have to walk through stinging nettles. This is not going to be a lot of fun. There are stinging nettles, so yeah, this is... I'm not happy about this at all. If this goes that way, there are trees. I think that this is the way. I think that because if I look through the trees when I go up that hill every day, ow, that was a full leg swipe of the stinging nettles. Okay, this is the trade-off for all the fun that we've been having today, everyone. This is where I come home with injuries, scrapes and cuts, ticks burrowing their way into my frigging legs. This is not going to be fun. But yeah, when you look through the trees, when you do find that public footpath entrance that we looked at earlier, you can see the open field in front of it, which would suggest that this is that field. I apologise, I'm not really looking at the camera right now. I'm filming, or I'm trying to see where I'm stepping because the ground is very uneven. I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt. The last thing I want to do is fall over and end up rolling around in this shit. Oh, I said a bad language, I apologise. Shiitake mushrooms, that's what I meant to say. It's very smelly, like a bog or a marsh, which suggests that the brook is to my side. Ow! Okay, starting to thin out a little bit. Oh gosh, it never ends. Ow, stinging nettles. Oh. Right, so people have definitely been through here. There's a lot of flattened ground and stuff. I think I'm going to have to go through. Oh no, look, there's a field there as well. I don't want to have to go back. I'm going to go forward. Oh, this looks worse. Damn it. Okay, if push comes to shove, we know that we can get back if we... Where that tree is, that's where the trail is. Think. That is the field, yeah. I think we do go this way. We're going to go this way. You are hearing real-time thought process as I try to navigate unexplored terrain here. Oh, thank goodness, it does actually flatten out all of a sudden. That was not visible from where I stood. Oh, I just saw a glimmer of light through there, so that must be the brook. Yeah, look, you can see it there through the trees. Just here. This little white area, that's the water. So we are on the right track. I just wish it was more forgiving than what it actually is right now. For sure, my right shin has been subjected to multiple sustained attack by stinging nettles, possibly thorns. Okay, here is a dry riverbed. Here is the field. Please let there be a trail that goes all the way along here, because where I want to go is over there, I think. Although that's being said, we could go back there. There's the house again. That's definitely the hill. This is definitely the way. I'm just going to go. This is the way that I said we were going to go at the beginning of the show. More stinging nettles. So I'm just going to suck it up, power on, and get home to the best of my ability without dying, I hope. Oh gosh. I'm hearing that. I'm getting attacked by lots of winged insects. I hope my one viewer is tickled by this. Okay, that was a massive lashing of a stinging nettle across my shin. Ow. Yep, my shins are ruined. I should do an exclusive video for the YouTube channel looking at my injuries. I'm probably not wearing appropriate footwear for hiking as well. I've got zero ankle support with these DG sneakers. There's the brook again. We're definitely following the water. The water is on our right side, which means that we are making way to the bridge into the old village of Shalston where I live, which is great. It means that my sense of self-navigation is pretty spot on. Okay, there goes my left leg. That is now covered in stinging nettles. Ow! Things are flying around my head. This is whoa. This is officially out of my comfort zone, and there is no way I am making it through there. That is just solid stinging nettles, and I am wearing shorts. Okay, new change of plan. We're going to pedal back, and we're going to walk along here over to this tree here, and then that's the path out. I don't want to walk through these. Oh, this is going to suck. Oh, look, we've got poppies here at least. Okay, basically this is horribly uncomfortable to walk through. And now that the stinging nettles are on the left, My left leg is definitely going to get thrashed. There are insects flying around my head constantly. Maybe I'll wear a mask next time. I know those are the kind of in style now because of COVID-19, but maybe they'll do a great job of preventing me from getting some kind of hideous insect flying into my mouth. Okay. Somehow a stinging nettle has penetrated my shorts and stung my upper right thigh. That was an unexpected experience. Okay, right. We're halfway there. Living on a prayer. And the pathway, okay, we've got to keep moving these bugs. Right. Slow and steady. Ow, stinging nettles. That was a big bush I just fell into. Treading on this crop. Don't want to do that. Okay. Right. So that was an abject failure. This episode has it all. Sunset's still looking glorious, but it's now fraught with danger. So we're going to try. You know what, screw it. We're going to go back to where that dirt track with the tractor was. At least I know I can walk on that and not get attacked by vegetation and hopefully not wildlife. My one viewer, I apologise. This is maybe I shouldn't apologise for the quality of this episode. Maybe this is what we're here to do. Just get lost in the wilderness. This is like the Legend of Zelda. I don't know where my quest will take me. I don't know what my quest goal is yet, but I do know I'm gaining valuable XP and probably going to smash some pots and get some rupees. Whoa. Okay. Thank God the camera is on a gimbal because I'm rolling and wobbling all over the place right now, trying to tread carefully. Oops. Sorry, bushes. I don't like hurting things, even if it's plants. So. Okay, that's a bird. I thought I could hear someone talking to my left, which would have been terrifying because that's where the little stream is, and if there's people talking English and they're coming out of a stream, I don't care what fantasy world I live in, that is terrifying. So, how did I make it through here? Ow, stingers. Ah, stingers. Oh, gosh, I'm out of breath. Let's go this way. Right. Okay. Lesson learned. Never go this way again. Ow. One last slash of the stinging nettles. When we were kids, my mum always used to say, if you get stung by a stinging nettle, get a not a dandelion, is it a burdock leaf? And then you spit on it and you rub it over the sting and it takes it away. I don't know if it was the power of suggestion, but that seemed to work when I was a kid. However, the idea of spitting on vegetation and massaging it into my flesh as an adult sounds absolutely insane. I am physically exhausted. I cannot begin to tell you how bad my thighs are, how bad my calves are, how bad my shins are, but this was a massive failure. This trail here, you don't want to take it, it's hideous, I'm telling you. So, even though the sunset looks great over here, We can follow the road behind me, and we know that that's going to take us home, or we could follow the dirt trail, which was the original idea, and see if that can get us home. What I'm going to do is put the camera down though and have a drink, because I really earned one. Right, there we go. In fact, that's kind of a boring view. Let's give you the gorgeous sunset to look at. There you go. Right. It's getting dark. I don't know what the time is, but I think I've been out for about an hour. I can't see how long the stream has been going. But this may end up being my longest episode yet. Okay, so let's get that on the back. There we go. Right, let's pick you guys up. Now let's just have a look and see what's up here. We're going to give this a couple of minutes. If it's a bust, we're going to walk all the way back to the trail that we know will get us out of here, because it is starting to get quite dark now. Careful of the lagoon, some pretty big crocs might be lurking in there. There appears to be a blue and yellow thing in the bushes up here. I wonder what that is. There's, oh no, I think these are beehives. Those might be beehives. In fact, I am almost 100% certain that those are beehives. So we're not going to go and antagonize that whatsoever. We're going to keep walking. Okay, the forest before was scary enough, but now it's getting darker and I can't see where I'm going so well. Remember, on the camera it looks kind of bright, but it's a lot darker than it appears. And because I'm an idiot, I forgot to bring my flashlight. So we'll see what we see when we get up here. But I think this might be the hill, the top of which I live. So, whoa. Okay, I found what appears to be some kind of farm graveyard. That's definitely a combine harvester of some kind. That looks like a JCB. That's a tanker. We have a caravan over here. This is that unkept field I was talking about. There's the fallen tree that I mentioned as well earlier. Look at that gorgeous sky though. How do I get back out of here? There's an abandoned Land Rover there, for God's sake. Let's have a look at the Land Rover. The thing is I don't know where. There's a farm very obviously over here, but I don't know how to get from that farm to where I need to be. It's just an abandoned Land Rover with some kind of... It's crazy, there's a truck. What is this place? Over there on the horizon above these, if you can move these vehicles out of the way, just above my fingertips here, those are two of the houses that I walk past. So So we're definitely on the right track, but should we walk up a bit further? I haven't seen any signs saying keep off our land. I don't even know if anyone still lives here. There's definitely a dwelling of some kind over here. I'm slightly nervous. I do feel like I'm potentially treading on people's property right now. There's a creepy ass caravan. I'll tell you a story about caravans. When I was a kid, we went to like a campground. It was me, my mum, my brother, and at the time her second husband and my stepbrother and stepsister. And we found this caravan abandoned, just like that one, or at least that one appears to be abandoned. And the door was kind of ajar, so we managed to crack it open, me and some other kids. I went inside, and on the floor was half a dead rabbit. Like, it looked like someone literally just picked up a rabbit and just torn it in half with their bare hands. Needless to say, it was terrifying. I was only 7 at the time. I've never seen anything like that in my life, but it really captured my imagination in the years that followed, and has probably led to my enjoyment of horror movies, which is another topic that we said we'd talk about at some point on the show. Okay, we're now at the back of this farm. There has got to be a way to get back into the main road from here. Like, you can't have to go through all these crazy country lanes and shit just to do your shopping, one would assume. One last look at that beautiful sunset. Yeah, this farm equipment looks like it's in a lot better condition than the previous lot, that's for sure. Okay, I think I see the sheep field through there. It's crazy that there's an abandoned Volvo or abandoned engines and stuff. What is this place? Okay, I think this is the bottom of my hill. Whoa, look at the moon tonight. Yeah, I think that's my village down there. I am a long way from home. Okay, that is just terrifying. There's a steam engine, some kind of pulverizer. Honestly, guys, I hope I get out of this alive. Okay, there is a house with a light on. And I don't know how to get over there, which is where I live. I don't believe this. We're going to have to go back. I don't like being here. There's lights on in that house and there's people looking, so we'll get out of here. We'll head back. The second I hear any danger, I will cut the live feed, and this will be saved to Twitch. I would appreciate it if my one viewer will be then willing to share the video all over social media so people know where the hell I am and what happened, because this is starting to get creepy. We're going to head back down, go back to that trail that goes up the hill, return to the top of the hill, walk down and then back up again, and it's going to be exhausting. But this has definitely been up there. This is adventure, peril, Tiggerable. Just made it few. Hi. Tiggerable, I'm not joking right now. If anything happens to me, I will be ending the broadcast, and I will need you to share this all over social media, because it might be a document of the last days of my life. I literally I've had apparently one consistent viewer this whole time. They've not been talking. You're the first comment in the chat this whole show. I don't know how long it says I've been broadcasting for, but I went a very long way off the beaten path, and up here is what appears to be a farm, and lights came on, and I'm now walking very rapidly away because it's very creepy at the moment. There's all these, like, there's an abandoned friggin' caravan and all this old tractors and stuff. Like, I've seen way too many horror movies. The view is spectacular. I mean, look at this sunset, for God's sake. But I do not want to be here. I've also, the reason why there's a very slight panic is because oh God, now the wind is picking up, you may not even hear me. There's slight panic because I was just looking out over an outcrop or whatever you want to call it, and I saw the village that I live in, and I am a long way from home. I can't see anyone that's coming after me, which is good. Sorry. Okay, let me just fire up Google Maps. Which way did you go? Okay, so you know when we get to the 30-mile-an-hour signs when we leave the village after the sheep fields, if you follow that trail, so not the road, but where I stop and I do that first pan around so you can see the scenery, there's like a tractor trail that runs along a hedgerow. If you follow that, you'll see that it dips back as if it is going back towards the village, and I'm somewhere on that dirt trail right now. I love that this is so reassuring that there's an actual human being on the end of this. It may actually help me get out of this situation I got myself into. I'm not joking, this has been the best episode so far. Just as I was going to say, as you appeared in the chat, basically how it started was I walked straight to the crossroads, and then instead of taking a break and then turning around, I took a break and turned left, which is the trail towards the village. Not my village, but the other village. And then we took another left and we went into a forest where the 5G mast is. I'm not joking, in the forest there was some kind of an abandoned old van or vehicle. I speculate World War II era. I don't know how it got in there. There's no trails, no tracks, and no clearing for it to just drive in there, which means that it has to have been in there a very long time because the wood has grown up around it. We came out of there. Oh Jesus! I just thought I heard someone. We've gone past the beehives. We found beehives. We came out of there, walked through some amazing fields, and then just coming up here where I am now, this is the river where, you know, the first dip where I go out of my village and into the sort of quote unquote new part of the village. That is basically running through here. So, okay, checking. Hold on and keep talking. Okay, that's all I do. Don't worry about that. My foot is actually in a bad way right now. I made the mistake of wanting to follow the river here to go home, which meant I am wearing shorts and a t-shirt, and that pathway there is riddled with stinging nettles and vines and thorns and pain. So the view is, the sunset is just absolutely gorgeous. Like, I am not complaining about this sky, and earlier there was a lot of cloud, so you could really get some crazy colours, but this is also spectacular. So if I'm walking up this path here, this is back the way I came about half an hour ago, I think. I'm going to turn right, and then I think I'm on the tractor trail that goes up to the top of the hill. But yeah, if you could see on Google Maps, I'd be curious to know if that farm is actually listed or marked, or maybe they own all this land, I don't know, but it looked abandoned and crazy as hell, and then suddenly there was a farmhouse with a light on and what appeared to be someone looking at me. As you may have seen, I've got very jiggy shorts on, so I was probably seen in a flash. Oh. But again, I can't get enough of these sunsets. This is going to make for some pretty beautiful thumbnails, I have to say. I think I know where you are. Great. Just here is the 5G mast. Can you tell me how long the stream says it's been going for, please? Is there a time check? It feels like it's been over an hour. Keep walking on. 1 hour 21, wow. That actually looks like 1.21 gigawatts to me, but 1 hour 21 minutes, great. So this is definitely the longest episode on record, which is great because this is season 2 episode 1, and the title I already decided is the best episode ever. So yeah, this has really been one for the ages. This has been an adventure and a half. I've become very aware today. What's Tiggerable is saying, there will be a bend to the right in the road, follow that. Yes, so that right, I think if I then follow that trail up the hill, then it will take me to the top where the 30-mile-an-hour signs are. But yeah, I've learned that not only do I need to get things like lavalier mics and the technology, but I should also really invest in some suitable footwear, because if I'm going to do this off-road walking stuff, I really need to get better footwear, because I'm wearing skate shoes right now, and I have to admit walking is becoming very difficult for me right now. I didn't roll my ankle, but I've definitely done something to my left foot. True, there will be a fence at the 30-mile-per-hour sign. Great, so then I just need to navigate that fence, and then it's pretty much easy walking from there. Oh my goodness. I've also put my phone, I've discovered that my phone has a do not disturb option, so I put that on, so chances are my mother will be concerned that I'm not home yet and will be trying to call, and I'll have missed those calls because I don't want it to disturb me. Alright, here is the bend, as Tiggerable promised us. And then there is the path to salvation. Just to catch you up, Tiggerable, this woodland here, we didn't make it to the 5G mast. Let's get the autofocus, there we go. We didn't make it to the 5G mast, sorry, but we did make it into there, and then just somewhere around here, that's where the abandoned car was. But you will see, about 45 minutes ago, I stood right here in this clearing, having walked onto it here from this direction, and I said, where shall we go? We could go up here, we could go home, or we can continue the adventure. Things got remarkably worse and more dangerous by choosing to go right instead of left. But that is the nature of this kind of thing. Tigger was saying, yep, I got you. This is the way back. Fantastic. Thank you very much. I'm very glad that there is a human being talking now to me. Not just a human being, but someone I know, someone who matters to me. Oh, if there's anything that reassures me more when I get into a bit of a panic, it's someone I know being there for me. So yeah, good news for Tiggerable is not long been on the show. She missed the earlier where I was talking about how yesterday I received a job offer. I've responded immediately and said, here is my CV, take me. I've not heard anything back. This was 5:15 in the evening on Friday, so I'm not surprised, but I do hope Monday morning I'll have something positive in terms of news. It doesn't mean that Japan is back on the cards completely, but it does mean that Japan is back on the cards in terms of being a possibility for a little while at least. I may not have any money to go with, but I will be in a better opportunity than I'm not making any sense right now. I'm literally just rambling because I'm so out of breath. Oh, look at that sunset. We have been truly spoiled with the sky tonight. This whole journey from leaving my home to entering the forest and then coming out of the forest, just the colours, the light, everything has been so spectacular. Also, this will give you a shock. For the very first time, I coloured my beard. So yeah, I shaved my hair off and then I put some colour into my beard. So it was supposed to be like a dark brown, but I didn't leave it in too long, so I've still got patches of grey, but it looks a bit more natural. So yeah, it's crazy. I've really this has been a good day. Oh look, there's the moon. I've still not learned what moon is in Japanese. I need to look that up, but I can write you the kanji for it. I do know that. Right, as we get one last look at this glorious sunset behind me. One hour 32. Okay, let's get this camera back onto the action, which is the moon in the sky. Oh, we'll keep on keeping on. Oh gosh. So yeah, what else is new with me? I watched, just before I left, I watched episode 10 of season 6 of The Walking Dead, and this is the first episode I've seen that was completely brand new to me. I haven't seen anything after the rescue of Alexandria from the zombie apocalypse. I'm going to just put the camera down for a second. I'm just going to get some water, because now I've just noticed the hill kind of creeps back up again, so I want to get some water. There we go. Enjoy the nice sunset while I guzzle some water. Yeah, it was a good episode. There's a character called Jesus who's been introduced. Oh. Oh. Right. I'm now refreshed. I'm glad it's still warm out here, because I don't know what the time is, but it's definitely getting very dark out here. So oh gosh. So yeah, let's get home. It's looking like a full moon as well, so last thing I want is a werewolf to come pouncing out of the shadows and take my life. How has your day been, Tiggerable? Fill me in. Let me know what you've been up to today. Oh. Gosh, this has been a crazy day. As soon as this broadcast is over, I'm going to upload it to the Toby Everyday YouTube channel, label it, and then put it out on social media. People should see this episode. Excellent. Went for a drive on the motorcycle. Very nice. Very nice. I've only ever ridden on a motorcycle once. My cousin gave me a crash helmet and he said, "Here, sit on the back. I'll take you for a ride." So we went around the Welwyn Garden City in Hatfield, where he lives. It was quite exhilarating, but I've never ridden a motorcycle. I always said if I did, it would be like a chopper. I've not really been a Harley kind of guy. But my bestie Michel in Almere, he had a Kawasaki Ninja, I think it was. It was a cool little motorbike. I used to love looking at it, even though I didn't understand it. Motorbikes are basically mechanical horses to me, and they're all voodoo. I don't get how they work. Wow, it is getting really dark now. I hope that it's showing okay on the camera. Look at that sunset. Got my license 7 years now. Went all over Europe and love it. Got a smaller bike now with dual sport. Much more enjoyable than the big ones. There you go. So if any motorbike enthusiasts watching right now, whether that's live or in the future you somehow stumble upon this video on YouTube, that's the kind of motorbike that we're talking about. I don't know if you can tell, but the land is dipping here and the ground is again very uneven and very long grass. So it's this is double trouble for me. It's I can't see quite where I'm going. I've got inappropriate footwear. I have no ankle support whatsoever. I'm terrified as well. I'm going to get home and find my leg is covered with ticks and stuff. However, just at the top of this hill, I will be free. I'll be back on familiar turf, and we'll be on Easy Street, even though it's not called Easy Street, it's actually called Main Street. Alright, what's this saying? Still on the right track, just check the houses in the distance. It's the 30-mile-an-hour house, take it slow. Yeah, thank you. I wouldn't say I'm at the upper limits of my physical condition right now, but this has been the most physically intense journey so far on Toby Everyday. As this is the first episode of season 2, I wanted it to be something special, and this has been beyond my expectations. I'm really excited. This is going to be the first one I think I'll actually put on and watch again. I talked about a lot of things. I don't know if you're interested, Tiggerable. I'm going to plug this again because I did it at the top of the show. Tomorrow, it's not been officially announced. It will be tomorrow though. I've been invited to appear on the Baby Metal podcast, where I'll be talking. It's going to be an episode about mental health and how music has the power to heal and to help. The guys, the hosts of the podcast in their Discord channel, they always love to hear me talk about how Baby Metal has been a positive force in my life over the last decade, and they have asked me to come on and talk about my history with the band, but more than that, they want to know about my childhood, Insane Clown Posse and Holland, all that kind of stuff. Right, here we are, we're at the gates. Now this is going to be a problem for me because I have a thing where I don't like touching old metal, but I think, okay, it's definitely, I can't move it. I'm going to have to climb over this, and that means I'm going to have to somehow get the camera through. There we go. And I'm having to one by one put my arms through the framed, all the bars. Oh. Okay, that's you guys safe. I'm basically wearing the gate like a thong right now. There we go. Oh gosh. Right. Oh. Sorry about that, guys. Oh my god. Right, I didn't think I was going to make it. Oh. Okay, well, this is definitely going to be one for the ages, ladies and gentlemen. We will be referring to this gate as the gates of hell, because I feel like I've just been there and back. Oh, that's a proper workout you had today. Back on track, yeah, absolutely. We've seen this view probably a dozen times now since I started the show. I don't think it's looked this good though. Look at the sky. Oh, this is the kind of shots that YouTube thumbnails dream about. And there, of course, is the moon. That's a proper workout, yeah, today. Back on track. Oh, sorry, I've already read that comment. Oh. Right, I'm on tarmac. I can't tell you how good this feels to be on my feet. Oh, oh my goodness. Can I get a time check, please? We've got to be up in the 1 hour 40 area now, I think. I don't know how long it took me to walk that last bit of field. 1 hour 42, amazing. Sugoi! There's the moon and the house. I don't know if you can see from here, but there is definitely a creepy farm somewhere beyond those trees. I can't believe how far I've walked today. Oh, do you know what I didn't do? I didn't put my Fitbit on. See, that's how dark it is, look. That's the outside light. You can see how light it is on the ground here. So even though the camera looks kind of bright, it is very dark, and that's why it's very difficult for me to see where I was going. Oh, oh my goodness. Well, I've done it today. I don't know what else to talk about. That farm is Quadmania Party Planner. That can't be right. Oh wait, I wonder if Quadmania means quad bikes. Interesting. Well, if you're ever in the UK and you want to do a Quadmania party and you need a planner, we recommend Quadmania Party Planner in the wilds of Shalston. Oh, gosh. My life has been in legitimate peril. There's no lights on. I wonder if these houses are actually abandoned, you know. No, they can't be, right. There's people's laundry. Whoa. There's bats flying over my head. I'll tilt the camera up slightly in case any more fly over. So we didn't find a werewolf. We were almost discovered and attacked by wild farmers with broken down old equipment. Almost broke my ankles and had my legs cut to shreds by bushes and weeds and stuff. We found that smashed up World War II car. I mean, this has really been a great day. I've really enjoyed this walk. I'm very grateful that this has been the first episode of season 2. I know I'm repeating myself, but that's because I'm physically exhausted and my brain is frankly fried right now and I can't quite think of new things to talk about. I have to say, I'm feeling relieved. I'm relieved that I got out of there. I'm relieved that Tiggerable showed up when she did. I'm just relieved. When I get home, I'm going to do my kanji drills, and then probably attempt to watch more Walking Dead, but chances are very likely that I'm going to fall asleep. So yeah, I'm going to now in a moment point out where I should have emerged from. When we started this adventure, I pointed out where I wanted to come out of, and I think that we were actually very, very close to it, but we did have to double back because that ground was just so, by the point that we got to, it was just so riddled with weeds and stinging nettles and thorns that it just would have been impossible. You would have needed a machete to claw your way through it. LOL nah is a dead end for cars, so they were probably surprised a fellow human being was comping out of the bushes. Yeah, that's true. But as I said, as I started walking towards it, I think it is still legal in this country for farmers to shoot people if they're on their property. There were no signs saying private property, and I'm sure they're very lovely people, but still, that was terrifying. Right, now, I don't know if you can see it in the darkness, but this sign here, this is the public footpath sign, and this is where I had fully intended to emerge from. That didn't happen though. I also wanted to leave the house bringing a flashlight, and the flashlight never showed up. It did show up, I just didn't bring it with me. That would have been really handy right now as well, because you can't really see anything. However, we will, I think for the first time on the show, be seeing Charleston at night, so to speak. So you get to see all those cute little cottages that everyone likes to see at the end of the show, with the little lights on, looking pretty and stuff. Oh my goodness, I'm tired. Yeah, this was this definitely been the physical limit. Again, if I'd worn my Fitbit, I'd be able to tell you the distance walked, but when I wore it for the bonus episode I did on Thursday, I walked 5,500 steps. Now, if you're to do 10,000 in a day, then basically doing to the crossroads and back is all you need to do. So I may start doing a morning broadcast for my Japanese friends, and an evening broadcast for Europe and America, because that's when Japan is asleep. Look at this eerie blue light. I do like the camera on here. I don't know if, I know that the signal is weak, so it's not exactly great transmission quality, but I wonder if the image is poor and kind of juddery while the camera is comping for the low light condition. Look at that moon. Okay, here we go. Charleston at night. It's very warm. Greetings from Babs. Hey Babs. I'm having to keep my voice down, I'm sorry. There might be people sleeping. But I'm very glad that you're able to watch. Thanks for tuning in. She says, hi Toby-san. Konbanwa. O genki desu ka? Okay, this is the most punishing thing I've ever done. I know walking this hill is frequently complained about, but after this journey, this is the hardest this has ever felt. I can actually feel it in my thigh bones. I can really feel So if this is indicative of my physical conditioning now, I would not survive going up Mount Fuji. I can tell you that right now. Fortunately, I've got 2 years to get to that point. So I've got to get new footwear. I've got to get good ankle supports. So a water feature in the dark. Oh. Okay, we're almost in pitch blackness now. But yeah, I definitely think that this is more walking and more physical exercise than I'd have been able to do had I not started this a month or so ago. Maybe we should do this at the first of the month. We should do this route every first of the month, just to see how much better my conditioning is. Got to put your feet up literally after the stream, give them some rest. Yes, thank you, I absolutely will do that. As I say, I've got to practice my kanji. It's very important I do that, because if I miss a day, my Anki deck, Anki is an app I use with alongside my book that I'm using, which is Remembering the Kanji. I have a flashcard app called Anki, and there's a Remembering the Kanji digital flashcard pack in there, and it's set that every day I learn 10 new kanji. I was familiar with some, so the first 2 days I did 20, but after the second day I realised that remembering 20 was a bit difficult. I mean, there are people who do 30 or 35 a day and can learn all 3,200 kanji that the books provide in about 3 months. I'm just happy at the moment I can do 160 just by going 10 a day. So shoes and socks off, 1 hour 52. Fantastic. Right, I'm going to push it. I'm going to go. I was going to go straight home, but I almost want this to be a 2-hour broadcast. So we are going to go to the California Redwood, the Manor House, and the church. And we may not make it to 2 hours, but to me it will be closer to 2 hours than 1 hour 50. Another bat just went whizzing by. Oh, there's bats flying over the graveyard. This is like a Hammer horror movie. Okay. In the dying light of the first August sun, we have the California Redwood tree, everyone. As majestic as it is old. There is that beautiful sunset that's been making a guest appearance this whole episode. It's an amazing achievement, Toby. You should be proud. I am very proud. I'm even more proud of you though for coming to my rescue with that map reading. That was amazing. Thank you. Here's the Manor House. You can actually see it. I'm gonna try and get that autofocus sorted for you. There you go. There you go. There's the Manor House. Oh. And there she is, the old church. No problem, anytime. That's probably one of the first times ever in the history of Twitch that someone has been live streaming a hike and a viewer has jumped on Google to help them navigate their way out of the wilderness. This was quite an incredible moment, I have to say. I'm really looking forward to uploading this to YouTube and getting the whole thing edited down into a truncated version. I'm going to try and do like a weekly digest where I take 10-minute snippets of episodes every week and condense them into 10-minute webisodes, because I think those are what people like to see, to digest. Right, as we walk home, let's keep the noise down because neighbours are home. I don't want to disturb them. The lights are on in my house, so my mum is still up. Oh my gosh, I'm tired. It has to be close to 9:30. Right. Here we go. I don't know how good it's going to be if I put the camera on myself to speak, but I'll try and put a camera on me and try and get some light on my face. There we go. So thank you very much for joining me. This was the best episode, and that's why this is called the best episode ever. I'm going to have to have my work cut out for me to try and top this. I really enjoyed it. Have a wonderful evening and a nice cup of tea. Thank you very much, Tiggerable. I am definitely going to do that. I have some green tea with matcha, so I'll have a nice big mug of that and I'll relax. But I'm going to sign off now and say goodnight. So thank you, and I will see you guys tomorrow on Toby Every Day. Let's flip that camera around one last time because the lighting is a lot better on it and show you the courtyard. Oh my gosh. And here we are, home at long last. We're going to end it here. Thanks guys, really appreciate it. Sleep well and sweet dreams. Bye.